Hello, this is Cody Tim, also known as Spartan K22, and today we're going to get started on the Dota 2 guides. First hero is going to be ABADDON. ABADDON is a semi-carry, semi-support hero. He's more tankier than most heroes, he can take a lot of damage, and he's a melee hero. First ability is going to be called Mist Coil. Mist Coil is a targeting spell that when you hit the opponent, it'll deal damage, and it'll also do self-damage to you as well. The damage to yourself is 75, 100, 125, and 150 respectively throughout the levels, and the damage is going to be 100, 150, 200, and 250 throughout the levels. Meaning, if you hit an enemy with the Mist Coil, you'll be doing 250 damage to them, and if you hit a hero, you'll be doing a 250 heal to them. 5-second cooldown, mana cost is going to be 50, 60, 70, and 80 throughout the levels. It pierces spell immunity and it's magic damage, so it'll be blocked respectively. Second ability is going to be a Photic Shield. This is a damage absorb, and you can cast it on allied heroes or allied creeps, any of those type of people, and it'll absorb damage 110, 140, 170, and 200 damage respectively throughout the levels. It lasts 15 seconds and the burst radius is 675. So if heroes deal 100 or 200 damage before that 15 seconds, it'll explode and it'll deal damage amounting to what it can absorb. So if someone goes over the 200 level, it'll burst out damage for 200 in that radius, 675 radius. This does not pierce spell immunity, so if they have a BKB on, it won't do damage to them. And it does remove some buffs, debuffs, and stuns on your allied heroes. So if they're being stunned by like a Chaos Knight, it'll remove that stun buff. Mana is 100, 105, 110, and 115 respectively. Cooldowns are going to be 12, 10, 8, and 6. ABADDON's third ability is Cursive Nervous. This is a passive ability and it pierces spell immunity. The debuff duration is 2.5 seconds. So the debuff is how long it'll stay on the enemy hero. And it'll stay for 2.5 seconds, but it'll buff you for 4.5 seconds. That movement slow is going to be 5% on the enemy heroes on the first level, 10, 15, and 20% respectively throughout the levels. And the attack slow is going to be 5, 10, 15, and 20 on the enemy heroes. You're also going to get a move bonus of 15%, and then 15% throughout the 4 levels, and then an attack bonus of 10, 20, 30, and 40 attack speed throughout the levels. So you would slow the enemy and also up your attack and your movement speed bonus with that passive ability. His fourth ability and his ultimate is Borrowed Time. Borrowed Time is an ability that once you get below the threshold of 400 damage, all damage dealt to ABADDON gets replenished as health. So if someone line ults you when you're in your ult, you'll get all that health back and it won't deal any damage to you. The durations are 4, 5, and 6 seconds on that, and it has 0 mana, and it has a 60, 50, and 40 second cooldowns. Now we're going to be going through the ability guides that I would use as a carry ABADDON and usually as a support ABADDON too. I like to go with the shield as level 1, then you go Cursive Nervous, which is the third passive ability, then you go back shield, the Nervous shield, and then you get your ultimate at level 6 like you normally would, and then you max out your shield first, then you max out your passive, and then you go back for that Mist Coil for that damage burst after you have that, and then you just keep leveling your ultimate out at 6, 11, and 16 at normal levels, and then from 15 on you just get into your stats. Now, if you were going through an item guide on ABADDON, for a support build you want to buy Wards, Courier, and Tango, and then you want to go into Tranks, and then you want to get a mech, and then you want to kind of finish out with the Vlads, as you are more of a support role, carrying or protecting your carries, and also helping out your supports and giving them health and stuff. Which is why you can stay in the fight longer and you can last out through those fights. Now if you're going to do a carry build, what I would suggest is going for a Tango, getting a Stout Shield, and then building into Phase and Midas to give you that extra gold that you're going to need. And then you go Basher, you go an AC or a Mjolnir to give you that attack speed to help you with the passive Cursive Nervous, and then you go Abyssal, and then finally finishing off with an Halberd or another carried item like a Sanjin Yasha, somewhere around in that. Now, Who is ABADDON good versus? ABADDON is great versus AoE people that deal out AoE damage. So like Witch Doctor, Shadow Shaman, people that can deal out high damage nukes, and people that have a lot of damage that can be dealt over time, like a Venomancer or a Viper he's alright against Viper. Now worse versus is people that can hold him down, stun him, slow him, or people that can just escape from him, and people that actually know how to play against ABADDON, which would be like people that can get him down to that 400 health, then stop attacking him right away, and then start bursting him down again right after his ult goes off cooldown. So thank you for tuning in today. This has been my guide on ABADDON, the items, abilities, and how to play him. If you want to leave a comment saying what builds you like, or what builds I should maybe try on ABADDON, and I will. Alright, so thank you again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.